Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss the novel Conservationist by Nadine Gordimer. So let's get started. Nadine Gordimer was a South African writer and a political activist. Conservationist is Nobel laureate Nadine Gordimer's sixth novel published in 1974 when awarding literature's highest honor to Gordimer in 1981. The committee specifically singled out this novel along with Berger's Daughter and July's People as those more representative of her unique qualities as a gifted storyteller, informed with a profound and sensitive awareness of the challenges faced by the oppressed. The novel itself earned Gordimer's Britain's equivalent to the Pulitzer Prize, the Man Booker Prize. The conservationist is instead an analysis of the inherent and unsustainable racist policy of apartheid personified into the life story narrative of the otherwise unremarkable with South African industrialist Mahri. The central character is South Africa in miniature, entitled and privileged despite knowing almost completely ignorant of everything around him. He has no understanding of the black laborers who run his farm, and his knowledge of how to do the basic management on the farm pales in consideration to the black steward who manipulates himself mercilessly by hiding his own superior intellect whenever the boss is around. Mahring's white wife, mistress, and son are all fleeing South Africa, representing the slow but inevitable and inexorable Mars progression towards the loss of white minority rule called the collapse of apartheid. Like so much else of Gordimer's work, The Conservationist faced a controversial path toward publication in South Africa. In fact, the original publication was delayed by 10 weeks as the country's official board of censorship made their determination on whether its citizens should be allowed to read the book or not. The Conservationist has since gone on to be recognized by many critics as the peak of her career as a novelist. Okay, then we can move to the main themes of this novel. First one is racism, then sacrifice, then karma. These are the main three themes of this novel. Then we can move to the plot. The plot takes place during apartheid when the white minority ruled the black majority of citizens by oppression in South Africa. The story begins with the introduction to the protagonist, Mahri. He is a wealthy businessman of middle age who has done well for himself. After his wife leaves him, he decided to buy a farm just outside his city. He needs something to do. He hires a black man named Jacobus to be his foreman, but he readily abuses the man. As readers quickly learn, Mehring is hopelessly racist. He disagrees with the present political resistance to apartheid, favoring a more conservative approach to government and the preservation of a racial hierarchy. This complicates matters with a teenage son, Terry, because the boy is convicted to be a part of the anti-apartheid movement. Mehring has little success in his personal life because he is pretty judgmental guy. He can't stop himself from criticizing the people around him and speaks purely out of the authority of wealthy and race, not wisdom. This is most likely why his wife left him. In her absence, he has many mistress, but he starts a long term relationship with a woman named Antonia. She is his perfect opposite, a liberal activist who does not understand his fascination with money. Meherin brings her to his property one day, but she is unimpressed because of the deplorable condition in which he keeps his slaves. Ultimately, the relationship fails because Meherin is unable to remain open minded enough to recognize his own ignorance. After Antonia's criticism, Meherin takes another look at how he is running his farm. He believes that he is treating his workers well, but he knows deep down that's not true. He taunts them, starves them, and beats them. If Jacobus is their representative, then he fares worse than the general populace. Meherin blames Jacobus for every failure and himself takes credit for its success. At Christmas, Meherin buys his workers a slab of meat for their feast, but a dog steals it. Although he could buy a replacement, Meherin considered one loss enough for the day. Then, one day, a black man, one of Meherin's workers, is found dead on the property. Since the authorities have little respect for black lives, they ordered to other workers merely to bury the body and did not or do not conduct an investigation. The entire affair makes Meherin uneasy because he is superstitious enough to suspect ghosts exist. Terry leaves not long afterwards. He hops on a plane to join his mother in America because he cannot, in good conscience, serve in the corrupt South African military as he inevitably will be forced to do if he stays. Naturally, this upsets Meherin, who doesn't understand these silly scruples of his sons. He is still expecting the boy to be his heir and to take over the property. When a flood washes out the road between town and farm, Meherin is forced to let Jacobus run his affairs for a while until the roads dry up a bit. During his boss's absence, Jacobus takes the property to give the dead man a proper burial. They hold a ceremony so that the man's soul may be at peace. Finally, fortune stands better on the farm because Jacobus listened to the conscience, something which Meherin has learned to ignore. That's all about the plot of the novel Conservationist. See you with another video. Till then, bye. And don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos. And please comment your feedbacks. And thank you for watching.